Hey everyone, how's it going? Have you ever wanted to start your own J or K-pop group? Heavy metal anime band, perhaps? Well, then I've got the game for you. Idol Manager, developer Glitch Pitch, published by PLAYISM. It's an anime theme management economy simulator about giving these fine young ladies a shot at international fame and fortune. And I'm going to take you through what the game is all about. I'm going to keep the camera off for the duration of the video just so you can see what's going on. The first thing you need to do is set up your business. You need things like a recording room down here, a dance studio, your office, offices for your sales reps, a doctor's office, a stylist. I've got a couple of break rooms here, and I also have a cafe built down here for passive income. If you wanted to build a new room, you can pick a different floor, and each room has an upfront cost and then rent that you have to pay per week. The main thing you need to concern yourself with are your idols up here. All of your idols have different stats that affect their performance, so I can click on their profile here. For example, you can see that Yuki's dance stat is at 17, and the tippy top of her potential is a soft cap of 54. You can improve these beyond the soft cap, but it becomes much more difficult to do so. And better stats mean better performances and payouts. You can also get to know your idols by socializing with them. You can see I already have a socialize event set up here. I'm bringing her into my office. We can just have a casual conversation. What have you been up to? Talks about a manga she recently started reading and talks about the last time she talked with her family. You also find out she dreams of being reincarnated as a tree. Very, very interesting fact. But the more you socialize with your idols, the better you get to know them, the more they kind of trust you. And idols can also become friends with other idols. You can see what their bonds are in this menu, but they could also become bullies. So you want to make sure that you're keeping track of what their relationships are with each other and make sure that there aren't any problems. You can also see the stars above their name, which tells you what their fame level is. The more star power they have, the better they are. And you can also see a thin line just beneath these stars here that tells you how close they are to leveling up. Every action your idols take costs physical or mental stamina, which you can see here. It's a valuable resource, so don't run out of either. And idols can recover stamina with a break room, which they'll go to automatically when their stamina is too low. They can visit the doctor to recover physical or mental stamina, or you could send them on hiatus for a while so that they have time to recover. Make sure that your idols are happy and healthy. They're gonna perform better if you do that. And you can also come down to their salary page. Make sure you pay attention to their salary and their satisfaction. You can see for Yuki here what her salary is, what the average earnings are for someone in her position, and her satisfaction level with that, with her pay. You can see I've got some work to do here, although these people are okay, but make sure they're not dissatisfied for too long. You need to pay your staff too, which you can find right here, but increases in salary for them are handled by a simple promotion when they reach max level for their skills. And their level is denoted by the number of stars, and there's a little progress bar underneath so you can see how far along they are to leveling up. So we have the idols, staff, and rooms. Now let's get into running the business. One of the main ways to make money are business proposals, which you can either set manually or automatically. This person will continually find business opportunities for you, like photo shoots, or you can do advertisements, TV drama, variety show, whatever you want to do. And doing these will cost stamina, and the payout depends on the idol's skill level. For example, we have a proposal ready here. So it's looking, it says Burger Queen is looking for a sexy girl to promote its new product for 3 months. So you're going to be signing somebody up for 3 months of work, and you can check the stats here. You have 21, you have 24. Okay, you're the best. So it'll tell you the duration, how much money you're getting per week, and how much stamina it will cost this idol per week, and also the liability if anything goes wrong. You can also negotiate these. Sometimes it'll go up, sometimes it'll go down. It did go up this time, so that's nice. We will accept that and sign her up for that proposal. You can release singles, which is what you need to perform concerts, which I will get into later on. So you can go and check out singles over here, press new single. You can choose a random title or type in your own, whatever you want to do. So you can choose the type of marketing that you want to do here, the genre, the lyrics, and the choreography. So for this single, we'll do an edgy PV, and you can see that the success rate depends on cool and funny stats at the bottom of this tooltip. So we're going to want to make sure that idols who are cool end up doing this single. You can also choose the genre. We want to focus on casual fans, so we'll click on pop. And we also still want to focus on the casual fans, so we'll pick partying for the lyrics. And then the choreography also should be cool, because that's the stat that we really want to focus on here. And over here you can see a breakdown of the appeal for different demographics. So a lot of casual fans, mostly females and teens, not so much of these other things, not so much for the hardcore audience. And then you can choose the number of CDs you want to produce. I think 2,000 should be fine. It'll also give you the production cost down here, revenue, profit, all that kind of stuff. You press continue here. Now, the formation here is important. So we want to find who is the coolest. So we can go to sort up here and click cool. So now the coolest people are at the top and the less cool are at the bottom. So we can decide where we want to place people in this formation. And depending on the person's position, oh, see right there, you got little rain clouds when you moved Miki over there. So she's not too happy about being there. But I think if we take you and put you there, we've got hearts popping up, which indicates that this person is happy being in this position. And you are on hiatus. You don't want to be there. Let's see about you. No, you're not too happy about being there either. So I think we've got everybody in the formation that we want. The cool stat is as high as we can possibly get it. Team chemistry is also important. You don't want idols working together that don't like each other. And importantly, the person who is at the center of this formation is the one that's going to be in the spotlight. Everybody else is kind of a supporting cast. So you don't always want to put the same idol at the center, because other idols will get jealous. They want their time in the sun as well. There are other media options as well right over here. So if you'd like to do a new show, you can do a radio show, which costs 30 stamina. Internet costs 60, TV costs 90, and you can also see by hovering over these what the different target audiences are. So TV is more for adults, internet is for teens and young adults, radio is for adults. You can also pick the genre, and by hovering over these you can see who the target is for these different genres. So if we pick music, it's more female, hardcore, teenage crowd. You can also decide if you want a host and what level you want them to be on. The higher their fame level is, the more fame points you're likely to get per episode. But it's going to cost you more in weekly budget. And you can also decide to have the entire group do a rotating cast, which will pick 3 random idols every week. or you can have a permanent cast of 3 idols and you can choose whoever you want to be in the show. You also have the daily activities here. You can do one of these each day, and it's important to note that it will cost you stamina to perform these, and that stamina comes from all of your idols, so it's not -3 for one of them, it's -3 for all of them. And you can also see what you need to do in order to level up to a higher level so you can get more fans in this case if you do a promotion, or if you do a performance, what you need to do in order to gain the next level. So you can see here, to go to level 5 and get 80,000 yen for a performance, I need to hold a concert. Let's talk about research over here. Anytime your staff isn't working on your next hit single or business deal, they generate research points. Other than the stylist here, they don't generate research points. But everybody else does when they're not busy doing something else. And with research points, for example, with the music producer, you can choose to unlock different genres of music. You can see that I already have them all unlocked here, but I believe, yes, you can unlock, for example, with the producer, different marketing campaigns, different business contracts. I don't have the variety show yet. And you can use the points to unlock them, or if you want to, you could say level this up so that it performs better, or you perform better with that marketing technique. You can also, if you want to, spend real money to buy research points. If you're in a pinch and you really need to unlock something. And we have special events as well. These are your big money makers. You have concerts, elections, and world tours. They all have their own cooldown periods, but like I said, they're the money makers. They're the big ones. Like, for example, with a world tour, let's say we want to do China, South Korea, and the Philippines. It'll cost 60 stamina per idol, and production cost is about 1.5 million yen. The expected revenue is over 4 million yen. So this looks like a good tour to go on. There are a few other things I want to quickly mention, like policies over here where you can adjust how your businesses are run, things like the security at events that you can adjust. You can decide what you want to do with salaries, if you want to do it manually, keep the salaries low, keep them satisfied. I'm not going to go through all of these things, but there's a bunch of things that you can customize over here. I do want to mention pushes. A push is when you choose a few idols who you want to make a push for. So what that does is this person, let's say you will get more business proposals, and you will also gain more fame points from those business proposals at the cost of other idols getting fewer proposals and fewer fame points. So you might make other idols mad if you keep pushing 1 to 3 of the same idols all the time, because they're not going to be too happy that they're not getting their time in the limelight. And looking at the bottom of the screen, you can see your total fame points, which I talked about earlier. You have scandal points, which you get from idols doing something silly on social media and causing a whole hubbub about it, from beefing with other members on your idol team, or for firing a highly skilled employee. And fans, oh my god, fans are very important. You need to have as many fans as you possibly can, because they're the ones that are going to buy your singles, they're going to buy your concert tickets, and they're just going to support you and all of your different media endeavors. You have awards down here, which will give you bonuses for achieving certain tasks. So If I get 160 performances, I get a bonus to future performances. You also have the singles chart down here, which will give you an idea of what's trending, what's hot, what's not, so you can kind of plan out what sort of singles you want to release, what genres are good, lyrics, what choreo is good, and you can see how many sales that those singles got. You can also change the style of different idols if you want to. There's not a ton of options each, but you can change it to whatever you feel like: hairstyle, dress, accessory if they have one. So that's kind of nice. And salaries, we actually already talked about that one. What we didn't talk about is loans. You have two sources of loans. You can get a loan from Fujimoto, who will give you a loan interest free, but the months that you pay it back doesn't matter. But he will give you a task to complete over here before he'll give you more money. So Miki here needs to do an advertising deal before he'll give us any more money. The bank, on the other hand, well, normally they'd have a lot more money available, but I just took out a huge loan in order to pay for things. But the bank will just give you money at different interest rates depending on how soon you're going to pay it back here. 1 month is 30%, 6 months is 10%. So you can get more money that way, but you do have to pay it back with interest. Contracts down here will show you anybody that has an ongoing commitment like a TV show. It'll tell you how much you're getting paid per week, how many new fans you're getting per week, the stamina that it's costing the idol per week, how much time you have left, and the liability of it in case something happens. And then finally, you just have a notifications page for anything that has been happening in the game. All right, I think that wraps up just about everything I wanted to say about the game. This is by far not a comprehensive guide to the game and everything that's involved with it. I didn't really talk about what I actually think about the game. I like the game. I like these management, economy, simulator kind of games. I'm really into this sort of thing. There's a lot to keep track of. There's plenty to do, which I really like about the game, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it a lot.